Hi, welcome to Pendable. Pendable is an email platform we built on top of Amazon SES. You simply connect your SES account to Pendable, and then Pendable handles all the email sending via SES. Um, Pendable acts like a wrapper around your SES account. So we provide all the key functionalities that you would need to run a production grade email setup. So with features like dynamic email priorities or scheduling future emails or managing and actively throttling your emails based on your bounce and complaint rates. So Pendable handles all of that. So it essentially takes care of all the boilerplate code and adds a lot of functionalities to your email sending architecture. So in the end, you end up saving a lot of time and effort by letting Pendable handle and optimize your email sending. Now, we provide a simple REST API for you to call our services and send us all the email details. And then we take care of everything from that point, from email delivery to email tracking to email logging, all in one place. So that was about Pendable. Now, in this video, we would like to cover the connection piece between Amazon SES and Pendable. So how would you connect your SES account with Pendable? So first, make sure you have at least one verified identity in your Amazon SES. So we head over to Amazon SES section in the AWS console, and we'll head over to the verified identities subsection there. It take a bit to load. Okay, there we go. So in the verified identities, you can see I have a few email addresses here. The identity status says verified. Another key thing to note is that your AWS SES account should be out of the sandbox mode. So you should have a send quota that's greater than 200, and it should not say that it's in sandbox mode. So if you are in sandbox mode, you can follow along. You can follow AWS's guide. You'll have to create a ticket and send them a request to with your use case and all the details around it, with a few sample emails as to what kind of emails do you plan to send, and then SES will probably approve your use case and then move your account out of the sandbox mode. So here we'll head over to the top section and then start from there. So first step that we need to do is we need to configure an IAM role and give it adequate permissions so that Pendable can use that role and send emails using your SES account. So to do that, I'll head over to the IAM section. Do faster if I here we go. So here in roles, you want to create a new role. What we'll be doing here is we'll be creating or linking Pendable's AWS account to this particular role and giving it the required permissions. So I'll select AWS account here, and in an AWS account, which AWS account you want to give access to, we'll select another AWS account and we'll copy the Pendable AWS account ID from here and key it in here. And we'll also select this option that requires external ID. This is another fail-safe or another added security measure to allow only this particular account, but it also has to match whenever we are accessing your account. We also have to match the external ID. So to get the external ID, head over, log into your Pendable account and go to the dashboard. From there you can head over to the SES config section, and this is the external ID for your account. It'll be whatever shows up on your account. So you copy that IAM role and you enter that external ID in here, right? You hit next, and now we need 3 specific permissions in order to make this connection and make the whole thing work. So we need Amazon SES full access, we need SNS full access, and we need CloudWatch full access. Now, what do we need each one of these for? You can read read it in the docs here. We try to explain. If you have any further questions, we'll be happy to answer all of those as well. So I'll just go ahead and search for these, select them one by one, and then add them to the role. So here I selected one, here's the second one, and finally the cloud watchful access. Here we go. So we just need the cloud watchful access, not the V2 right now. We move on to the next step. So here we can see in the short summary that we are allowing Pendable's account access to this particular role, and we've also linked the external ID for our particular account, so only our account can access that this particular role. Now you need to give this role a name and a description. We've provided a sample name here for you. In step 3 we call it Pendable Email API. You're free to call it something else if you like. This is just our naming convention, and we've also provided a simple description for you. So once these are in, once you've verified this looks okay, and the most important part is we need these 3 permissions. So make sure that you have Amazon SES full access, Amazon SNS full access, and CloudWatch full access selected here. If you would like to give some tags for your billing or internal purposes, you can do that. Feel free to add any tags that you need. And I'm going to go ahead and create the role. And once this role is created, you can click on the role, and we need to copy this ARN. So you copy the role ARN, you head over to your Pendable section, you create a new SES config here. You can call it my project 1 or whatever makes the most sense to you. Select the region. In our case, the region is US East 1. So everything, it's US East 1 should be fine. SES is global. Your IAM role ARN, key in your ARN here that we just copied. Is default, select yes. Is active, select yes. Yeah, so finally we've entered our client identifier, region, the role that we just copied over from the Pendable Email API role that we just created. You enter the ARN of that role, select yes for his default, select yes for his active, and then hit save. And you should see the role here. Now it'll take a second or two for it to populate. It'll pull in your send rate and your send quota. So we'll just give it a second. Yeah, so it's pulled in my email send rate, and also if I go to the dashboard, I can see what's my SES config send rate. That's 14 emails per second. If I go into my SES, those details should correspond. Yeah, 50,000 and then 14 emails per second. So once you see that, that means you've connected the 2 systems properly, everything is working fine, and you're good to send emails. So the next thing is you can start sending emails by creating your token. We'll cover that in the next video. Thank you.